You think your anxiety lives in your head. It doesn't. 90% of your serotonin, the chemical that keeps you calm, stable, and emotionally functional, is not made in your brain. It's made in your gut by bacteria. And those bacteria are listening to everything you eat, everything you stress about, and everything you don't sleep through. They're adjusting your mood accordingly, without asking, without your knowledge, without appearing anywhere on any prescription your doctor ever wrote you. Your gut contains approximately 500 million neurons, not brain cells technically, but neurons, the same type of cell that processes information in your actual brain. This network is called the enteric nervous system. Scientists sometimes call it the second brain. It's not a metaphor. It operates independently of your central nervous system. It can process information, initiate responses, and regulate gut function without any input from the brain in your skull. Michael Gershon, a neuroscientist at Columbia University, spent decades mapping this system. His 1998 book, The Second Brain, introduced this concept to mainstream science. His central argument was that the gut and the brain are not in a hierarchy where the brain commands and the gut obeys. They are in a conversation, and the gut is talking more than the brain is. The primary communication channel between the gut and brain is the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in the body, running from the brainstem all the way down to the abdomen. Here's the detail that changes the entire picture. 90% of the signals traveling along the vagus nerve go from the gut to the brain, not brain to gut, gut to brain. Your brain is mostly receiving information from your gut, not issuing commands to it, which means the state of your gut is continuously informing the state of your brain. Your digestion, your microbiome, and the specific bacteria present in your intestinal tract right now are sending signals upward through the vagus nerve. These signals land directly in the regions of your brain that regulate anxiety, stress response, and emotional stability. This isn't theory. This is mapped anatomy. John Cryan and Ted Dinan, neuroscientists at University College Cork, have produced some of the most significant research on the gut-brain connection over the past decade. Their work established the term psychobiotics. These are bacteria that have measurable effects on mental health. In animal studies, germ-free mice raised without any gut bacteria showed significantly higher anxiety responses than mice with normal microbiomes. When researchers transplanted gut bacteria from anxious mice into calm ones, the calm ones became anxious. When they reversed the transplant, the anxiety reversed too. The anxiety was in the bacteria, not only in the brain. A 2019 study published in Nature Microbiology by Valis Colomer and colleagues analyzed gut microbiome data from over 1,000 people. They found that two specific bacteria, Coprococcus and Dialister, were consistently depleted in individuals with depression, regardless of antidepressant use. Two bacterial species showing up as markers of mental health in population data, not in a lab, in real people living real lives. Think about the last time your anxiety spiked for no apparent reason, no obvious trigger, no clear threat, just a low-grade wrongness that sat in your chest and wouldn't explain itself. Your brain, in that moment, may have been responding to your gut, to an imbalance in the bacterial population of your intestinal tract, to a drop in short-chain fatty acids that your gut bacteria produce. These acids cross the blood-brain barrier and directly influence the chemistry your brain uses to regulate fear. You weren't being irrational. You were receiving accurate signals from a system you didn't know was sending them. The pharmaceutical model of mental health targets the brain directly, adjusts the chemistry, changes the mood. That model has helped millions of people. It's not wrong, but it's incomplete because the brain is downstream of the gut in ways that psychiatry is only beginning to account for. The next decade of mental health research will look at the microbiome as seriously as it looks at neurotransmitters, not instead of, but alongside, because your mood was never purely a brain event. It was always a whole body event. It's running on bacteria you inherited at birth. It's shaped by everything you've eaten since, and it's quietly determining more of how you feel than anything you've ever been prescribed. Your gut isn't reacting to your anxiety. In many cases, it's creating it. The conversation has been happening your entire life. You just weren't told it was a conversation.